What's up? It's your boy Mean Joe Green, aka Prince of the Ghetto. Y'all, someone had asked me, what I think about Charlie Kirk and all this chaos that's going on around this. And I said I speak my opinion about what's going on and about Mr. Charlie Kirk. But first of all, I just want everyone to know I'm just a little ghetto boy. Just, you know what I'm saying? Getting it how I get it, getting it out the mud. But, I see what's going on and I'm going to speak about it. But my thing is, Charlie Kirk, he was a human being. He was a man. He was a family man. And first off, I want to paint this picture for everybody. When it comes to races, every race have their own culture and they look at another race differently because that race is doing different things compared to their culture. For instance, you have the Chinese people. The Chinese people can be looking at black culture, and black people, they can be saying like, wow, these young black boys, they just killing each other for what? Thinking out the box, think about how another race look at our culture. They seeing number black on black crime, black people killing each other. Then they looking at their babies. Young boys killing each other, what is they doing? That's how they talk when they amongst them, they peers. They looking like, wow, they crazy. I mean, look at it for what it is. Is they wrong for saying their opinion on what they seeing, what we doing? Then they looking at the crime. This is what society show them, the bad and blacks. They killing each other. They committing crimes all the time. That's different compared to what they doing. They going to school, they respecting each other. And then they see this when they see black people. And then look at the mouth. La, 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 la. Look how the ladies doing. How you think they gonna look at our culture? From their point of view inside, they looking like, man, why that woman acting like that? That's how they see us. See, different races see different people because, think about it. When we don't understand something about somebody else, we talk about that too. For instance, if you a man and you see this boy doing something that y'all don't normally do that's weird, you gonna talk about that. Man, why he doing that? That's crazy. That's something to talk about because we not used to nothing like that. So it's different. That's how human beings is. We look at it and be like, wow, that's odd. What in the world? Because we used to doing what we do. And we looking at that like that's crazy. What in the world they doing? So we talk about it. You see what I'm saying? That's how different races is. When you look at the Indian people, they family people. They man and woman all the time. We can look at the Indians and be like, man, what's up? Why they act like that? We'll speak about stuff what we see in different races and different cultures. You know what I'm saying? Same as Arab people. The Indian people probably look at Arab like, man, them some dusty people. Why they do this? Why they do that? You see, that's how races is. Different races talk about different things because they got different cultures and we not used to that type of culture. So we talk about their culture amongst each other. And people say that's racist or whatever, but that's how human beings is. So first I want to paint that picture. And I saw a few clips of Charlie Kirk, and he the type of man, he speak his mind. He speak what he see and believe. And I saw a clip, he was saying black people are the most people that commit the most crime rate. See how they culture, how he grew up probably in a steady home. It wasn't much crime. He don't understand black culture. See, we came up out the ghetto, out the mud. We hungry, we want to eat. See, Charlie Kirk and his people, they had food all the time. They got what they needed. But us black people, as we came up, we probably didn't have all what we need, and we won't. So of course, if black people can't get what they want, they gonna have to, we hungry, that we gonna go and take something. that's how most blacks is. The government is not giving us much. So we do what we see, and crimes get committed. Laws get broke what they wrote us to obey. But the laws is not putting food in our pocket. So that's why the crime rate is bad. One reason why it's bad in the black communities. And you know, Charlie Kirk, he spoke on things like that. But to be truthful, he wasn't lying. If you look at statistics, the crime rate in the black community is high. Black people do kill each other. The things he see is black culture. That's what I'm saying, black people. When you look at how white people look at our culture, this is what they see. And they gonna talk what they see. And we see what they doing, and we be amongst us, and we talk about what they doing. You know? So my thought with the Charlie Kirk, he was just a man who spoke on what he believed, and that was his opinion. I have nothing to say. I didn't even know him until that happened, and then now I'm looking at a few clips, and I see that he was just a very opinionated man. He spoke his mind. And you know, some stuff, when you speak the truth and it's harsh, you really offend other people when it's the truth. And you speaking harsh on it. You know, but that's how some people that's how they get their point across. Somebody got to say it. And he was just the guy that didn't mind saying it. So that's what he believed. That's what you believe it. You know, because I believe what I believe. And for people to get mad, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how do I feel about him dying? Man, I see black people where I'm at dying every day. By gun, yeah. We got bigger fish to fry. Black people dying in our backyard every day by the same color. And unfortunately, what happened to him is bad. Obviously, yeah, that was bad. But where I'm coming from, this happened all the time. You know? And do I agree with that? No. But I'm gonna tell you something. When you speaking to be opinionated, people get offended, and people will do things like what happened. Example: the same thing what happened to Martin Luther King. He spoke his mind. Somebody didn't like it. He got assassinated. Malcolm X. He spoke what he spoke. People didn't like it. Look how people act. They get assassinated. Stuff that you speak can trigger people to hate you and make them act that way towards you by unaliving you. You know? And unfortunately, that's what happened to Charlie Kirk. And to be real, it always be somebody that you know or close to you that can get to you and do that to you. I don't care what color you is. When something like that happen, when somebody can get close to you and able to take a shot at you or unalive you, it normally be somebody that's close to you, that know your location, or, you know, they can give information about you to help somebody do what they want to do to you. It always, 99.9% time happen that way. And that's the same way it happened to Charlie Kirk, man. Do I like what happened to him? Hell no. That shouldn't happen to nobody. He spoke his mind. That's his opinion. You know? When people speak and that's their opinion, I don't have to listen to it if I don't like it. You know? When I see a bunch of controversy going on and I don't want to be in it, I don't got to indulge in that. I go in the backyard and sit under a tree. Listen to my own music. Get in my own world. I don't have to indulge in it. You see, the internet, it's like everybody see one bad crime at the same time. It's like the whole world saw this incident and the whole world is in their feelings about it. And everybody having their opinions. Oh, everybody panicking at the same time. And a lot of people saying, this is the end. This is crazy. It's going crazy. But this happened all the time. The only thing that's make it big this time because everybody see it all at once, and everybody speaking on it all at once, and everybody throwing their opinions out all at once, and people all in their feelings and emotional and oh my God at the same time, which making everything just blow up out of proportion and everything seem like it's overwhelming because of the internet and everybody speaking, watching it at the same time. See, me, when I see stuff like that, I see it and I get back to my world, you know. So my opinion, man, with Charlie Kirk, you know, he was just a guy who spoke his mind, man. And a lot of stuff, you know, he spoke it harshly, but some of it he wasn't lying though, if you really look at it, you know. I'm not taking up for either side. I'm just speaking as a race, you know, a culture, you know. And unfortunately, when you speaking like that and real opinionated like that, people, it triggers people. People ain't got it all up here. It triggers people, and people look how they act. So a lot of times you have to be careful if you doing it the way like Charlie Kirk or Martin Luther King and them, and everybody all on you, and you speaking truth, and you got some people hating and some people like it, and you have to really be careful. Because you don't know the people that don't like you, what they aiming or able to do to you, you know. So, you know, my condolences go out to Charlie Kirk's family, you know, and, you know, it's just the way this life been going, you know. See, black people been seeing it all along, but now white people getting a taste of it, and they finally seeing how it is, you know, white on white crime. But this happened all the time in the black community, so I'm looking at it like, wow, you know, we see this all the time, you know, and it's just, they're like another case, you know. But my condolences go out to him, you know, and I hope you know, we can get back on track, man, and you know, people get back to doing what they do, because it's just a big situation that's on the internet that's just getting blowed up, man. You know, it happened, so now may he rest in peace. You know, and they get to the bottom of it and find out, you know, why and when and where, and you know, wherever the case may be, they get to the bottom of it. Like a lot of crimes in our neighborhood, I be wanting them to get to the bottom of that. You know, justice. But you know, that's just the way it is, man. Human nature, man. You know, and you know, it is what it is. You know, that's my take on this situation, you know. If y'all made it this far in the video, you know, hit the like button. And if you ain't subscribed, you know, subscribe to the channel, man, because your boy Mean Green gonna come back with some more flavor. And you know, it's all good. You know what I'm talking about? It's your boy Mean Joe Green. It's love. And I'm about.